Today, we're going to have a real conversation about something that trips a lot of people up. How to budget for your first home. Not just some generic tips either. I'm talking about real life advice that can help you move from renting to owning without the stress and surprises. Now, if you're in Winston-Salem or really anywhere in the Triad or thinking about moving here, this one's especially for you. But honestly, these principles apply no matter where you live. Because buying your first home isn't about luck. It's about being prepared. And that starts with your money. So grab something to sip on, get comfortable, and let's break this down like family. My name is Keon Shoulders with Real Broker LLC. I live here, I work here, I help people buy homes right here in the Triad. And I'm not just here to sell you a dream, I'm here to give you the full picture so you can make the right decision for you and your family. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out. If you've got questions while you're watching, don't wait. Schedule a call with me. I'm serious. My contact information is in the description box and I'm easy to reach. When most people start thinking about buying a home, they immediately think, how much can I afford? But I want you to back up just a bit. The better question is, what does my lifestyle actually cost me each month? Because before you start picking out that dream kitchen or imagining the backyard cookouts, you gotta understand your real financial picture. Start with the basics. Go through your last 2 to 3 months of bank statements. Look at every dollar that came in and every dollar that went out. I'm talking about rent, car payment, groceries, gas subscriptions, eating out, and don't forget about those Amazon orders. Be honest with yourself. This ain't about guilt or shame. We're just gathering data here. And the more real you are, the more powerful your next step would be. Alright, so now you know your monthly spending habits. Compare that to your income. This is where the budgeting part starts to get real. Most folks think that budgeting is about cutting everything fun, but that's not the goal. The goal is clarity. You want to see how much of that income could be redirected towards a home without you feeling broke or stressed every month. Let's say you're making $4,500 a month after taxes, and you're spending around $3,800 on bills and day-to-day stuff. That means right now, you have only about $700 in wiggle room, right? That's the kind of number that we need to know before you even start to look at houses. Because your budget determines the kind of house you should be targeting, not the other way around. Now, here's where I'm going to get a little bit more local for my Winston-Salem folks. Right now, in many parts of the city, you can still find solid starter homes in the 170 to 240K range. That's a blessing because in a lot of cities, first-time home buyers don't get that kind of price point anymore. But even so, the math still matters. Let's take a home that's around 200K. Depending on your credit and how much you're putting down, your monthly payment can land somewhere in the range of $1,600 a month once you include the taxes and insurance. Now compare that to your rent. If you're paying $1,300 in rent right now and you can afford it comfortably, then a $1,600 mortgage may not be a huge leap. But the key is to test that budget now, not later. Start living like you already have that mortgage. If the mortgage would be $1,600 a month and you're currently paying $1,300 in rent, and stash that extra $300 away every month into a savings account. Do that for around 3 to 6 months. That way you not only build up your down payment, but it also show you whether that new payment is realistic. It's like a dress rehearsal for home ownership. Speaking of down payments, if you're using the FHA loan, you might only need 3.5% down. On a $200,000 home, that's around $7,000. Conventional loans are usually 5% down. And North Carolina has some amazing first-time home buyer programs too, especially if you're buying in certain zip codes or meeting certain income limits. Sometimes you can even get assistance with closing costs. But even if you qualify for all that, you still want to have your own money saved. Why? Because houses come with surprises, man. You might just have to replace an appliance or fix a water heater, or you just might want to paint and feel like it's your own. That emergency fund is part of the home buying budget too. Let me share something that I always tell my first-time home buyers. Being able to buy the house is just part one. Being able to keep and enjoy it is the real win. You don't want to be house rich and life poor. You want to still be able to go out to dinner, take a weekend trip, Get your nails done. Being able to shop at the mall without calculating every single item. So how do you build a solid budget that works for your life? Step 1 is to set a savings goal. If you don't already have one, aim for $10,000 as a starting number. That can cover your down payment, part of your closing costs, and still give you some breathing room. If $10K sounds like a lot, then break it down. That's about $835 a month if you want to get there in a year, or about $420 a month for over 2 years. Next, automate your savings. Set up a separate bank account just for your home fund and have the money go right there before you even see it in your checking. That makes it a lot harder to spend accidentally. And remember, every tax refund, every bonus, every birthday gift, put it towards that fund. It'll add up faster than you think. Also, cut where you can, but be strategic. This ain't about living like a monk, but maybe you can cook at home a little bit more often. Maybe you can cancel 1 or 2 of your subscriptions that you don't really use. Or maybe you can pause that big vacation just for now. You're not giving anything up. You're just buying your freedom a little bit earlier. Another tip I love for Winston-Salem folks, look into house hacking. That's when you buy a home with more space than you really need and rent out that extra room. Or maybe even get a duplex or a home with a basement apartment. That rent can cover part or all of your mortgage. It's a game changer for first-time buyers that are trying to stay within budget. And if you're self-employed or have a regular income, budgeting gets even more important. You'll want to work with a lender early to see how much your income is actually calculated. A lot of folks don't realize that just because you make money doesn't mean it counts the same on paper. But I've helped people in those situations. So if that's you, don't count yourself out. And let me say this loud and clear. Your credit matters. Not just for approval, but for your budget. A higher credit score can save you hundreds of dollars a month in mortgage because it gets you better interest rates. That means budgeting isn't just about saving. It's about protecting your score. Pay your bills on time, keep your credit card balances low, and don't take out any new loans while you're getting ready to buy. And once you got your budget together, reach out. Seriously. Don't go through this process guessing or Googling every single step. I'm here to help guide you through it. We'll sit down, look at your budget, see what price range makes sense, and I'll connect you with local lenders and down payment programs that fit your situation. Whether you're trying to buy in Winston-Salem, Clemmons, Kernersville, or any part of the Triad, I got you. We'll make sure you're not just ready to buy, but you're ready to thrive in your new home. And if this video has helped you even a little bit, tap that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because I'm going to keep showing up with content that helps people just like you become confident, educated homeowners. I've got more deep dives coming, whether you're buying, selling, or just learning. And make sure you watch this video as it will help you with your home search. And when you're ready to make that move, just remember, Keon has the keys. I'll see you in the next one.